To say all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. Um, Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Now, the other was talking about cigarette smoke, how cigarette smoke should be banned, and I just thought I'd do a quick video on it. Just a couple of scriptures, and just to illustrate the hypocrisy of E. Because when you type in how many people died from COVID UK, you have this friggin' pie chart. These people got all types of graphs, pie charts, numbers and figures. England 265k, London 35k, Scotland 19k, Wales 17k, Northern Ireland 6k. Confirmed, recovered, deaths. And obviously England is the should I say the amalgamation? I can't think of a better word or term of London, Scotland, Wales. It's just basically the combination of those different states. In one country regarded as England, and they have 41,000 deaths here, and that's since I'm assuming April when all of this stuff happened. So January, February, March, April, which is the fourth month. May, June, July, August. So 4 months. So 4 months out of 12, that's a third of the year. So 41 deaths in 4 months, which is a third of the year. Now, if you look at cigarette-related deaths, obviously you don't have a pie chart or none of that stuff there, because you have bigger tobacco companies and all these should I say illustrious companies, that those big globalized organizations and all of that crap. Sorry if I'm just running on, but basically they're saying the amount of people who died worldwide from cigarette smoke is 7 million, with 1.2 being non-smokers who are affected by secondhand smoke. So let's go from the UK to the world, and let's see if we can quantify and compare these figures. Oh look, they've got a big pie chart for the world case as well. Ugh, this just grinds my gears. So apparently, in 4 months, 776,000 people have died from COVID. Now we all know those numbers are inflated, but let's compare them to the cigarette smoke worldwide. 7 million people have died, and it's not even taking into account the 1.2 million who died from secondhand smoke, because the 7 million figure is regarding direct smoking, and that's not even taking into account all the other illnesses and ailments and prescriptions and medications that other people might be on due to smoking. Like if you have a punctured lung, if you have a hole in your throat, because sometimes you see people with a hole in the throat where they've had to operate and do emergency surgery because they have lung cancer, a severe form of it, to the point that that's the only way that they can get oxygen into the lungs, so on and so forth. People with piss bags. So you have 8 million deaths from cigarette smoke, and COVID is let's round that up to 800k in 4 months. So 800k times 3, because it's 4 months is a third of the year. That would be 1.6, 2.4 million. So 2.4 million people, if you were to extrapolate the time, 2.4 million people is the projection of how many people would die from COVID. Now keep in mind, 7 million people die from cigarette smoke, but they've not banned tobacco from being sold over the counter. They've not closed down airports to stop people from importing cigarettes. But COVID is so dangerous that they want to help you and they care about you to the point where they'll shut everything down and have you wearing masks like a bunch of retards. Because you are retards if you believe these retarded people. You know, the devil speaks to his own, I guess. We're just gonna go to Matthew 7:5. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. So basically, if you have a problem, you can't really, help somebody out on their, like, for example, if I have a wife and she's just belligerent and she's argumentative all the time, I can't go and give, advice to another person on how to keep his woman, regardless of whether or not he's a simp or not. I'm not really in a position to be able to tell him that, because his whole objective is to keep a happy home. That's a bad example, but you understand the point. If you're not in a situation, like, if you're broke, you can't tell somebody how to be a millionaire or to be wealthy or to be rich. But if you are rich yourself and then you gave somebody advice on how to acquire wealth, that's advice well received, because you're not a hypocrite. You can see from your example that you're able to achieve that. So these people telling you that they care about you and they want to help you, when their track record speaks contrary to everything that they purport to represent, you have to be pretty friggin' stupid to listen to these people, because they're just a bunch of hypocrites. You can even see from the figures how they've fully overblown. First of, these figures are overblown. We know not that many people die from COVID. It's probably other deaths that they've related to COVID, so on and so forth. And even if you did inflate it and extrapolate it to a year, 2.4 million, there's nothing compared to cigarette deaths, and yet they're not doing anything about that. And that's not even talking about, accidents. And let's go specifically for car accidents. How many car accidents a year? So each year, 1.35 million people are killed on roadways around the world. Every day, almost 3,700 people are killed globally in road traffic crashes involving cars. Now, it's not, an astounding figure like 2.4 million, but, come on, like, y'all are not banning vehicles. There's a whole bunch of other stuff you could do where you could see the deaths are very close to those so-called COVID figures, but obviously they're not reacting the same way. So why these people, why is it that when you pull up a car accident, you just have this little excerpt on Google, but when you type in COVID deaths, they have this, this COVID alert. They've got all these pie charts, these graphs, these maps, all these so-called facts and figures. They've got comparative lists as far as countries are concerned. You have all this information, resources from Google. Thanks, Google, you're so helpful. And I'll just finish off with John here, because this place is just pissing me off, and the people here are friggin' idiots, man. How I don't understand how you believe somebody who's just a murderer and a liar. All his actions prove he's a murderer and liar, and you still listen to him. You must be retarded, man. These people are retarded. I can't wait till the Most High comes back and kicks all these people off, even if I'm included, man, because I just want to get the hell out of here. These people are dumb. Year of your father the devil, and the loss of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. So there's no truth in him. What's in him? When he speaketh a lie, he speak of his own. That's what's in him, lies. So when he speaks a lie, he speaks of something that he's created himself. He's the father of lies. So he's giving you, his seed, which is a lie. He's a father of lies. So therefore his son are lies. What he creates are lies. Because when you have a son, that's your creation. That's something from your loins. That's something that you've created. So everything that he creates is a lie. That's all he is, and that comes from him, because you are who your father is. You know how it goes. For he's a liar and the father of it. Well, then there you go. So I don't understand how these people don't understand who these people are. You have to be damn stupid to trust in the same enemy that's been destroying your people for hundreds of years, man. So-called black people are retarded, man. Every single time I see these idiots with a mask on, breathing in their own filth, because the so-called white men tell me to do it. Man, I'm done, man. You know, I'm gonna leave off with that. You know, all praises to the Most High. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Shalom to the hopeful elect.